Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. In this video I'm going to be reviewing the skate which is in my opinion best for skating flat at this exact moment. And that skate is the Usd Aeon. And why do I say that this is the best skate for skating flat? Well, this is a different skate from every other aggressive skate on the market. So every other aggressive skate on the market, they do have a system called UFS, which means that they have two bolts, one here, and if you just unscrew that bolt, you can change the frame from one skate to the other. And you might be thinking, isn't that a better option? Well, it can be a better option, but it can also be more limiting. And the reason why it can be more limiting is because the place where those screws are doesn't allow you to put wheels, and that's exactly what's happening with this skate right here, the Usd Aeon. Basically, because the frame is integrated in the shell, that means that because you don't need those screws, you end up having like a hole. Let me try to show you that. You can see something black there. Those black things that you can see, those are holes, and those holes, it's exactly wheel wells, basically a place where the wheel can roll without touching anything. What's happening with that is that the skate becomes a lot lower and it has a lot of space for grinding while still have four wheels touching the ground. So this skate has been out now for almost 3 years. I think it's been out for 3 years now, and there's a few different variations of this skate. This skate comes in 60 millimeters, like the one that I have here right now. It comes in 72 and it comes in 80. They are all a little bit different, but today we're going to be talking about the 60s, which is this one, the one which is more used for aggressive skating. But it just works perfect. In my opinion, it's actually one of the best skates. Now, this skate changed since the first ones that came out, and on this one the main change is actually it has a soft top. It has some leather here. Let me try to lace this a bit better so that you can see something. Okay, a little bit better. So this skate has this soft top, and this soft top somehow works wonders for comfort, because for a lot of people that was one of the main issues with this skate. This skate is a little bit low in the front, and for some people that wasn't too good, especially because it comes with a different liner. I have tried a couple of different liners, but the liner that comes on this skate, it's amazing. And that liner is the MyFit Second Skin. It's super, as the name says, it's like skin. It's like super slim, and it has the lacing here on top. It's a very supportive liner. It even has this X here on the back, but you can just take it out, put it differently, whatever if you want. And this liner is super supportive. It's one of my favorite liners on the market. It has one thing that I don't like that much, especially with the newest version, which is it has a front neoprene area, which is really cool. It's a little bit expandable, but because it has neoprene here too, I feel somehow that my toes slide a little bit. That's the only thing that I don't like that much about this liner. Other than that, I love it. Now, on my skate, I've been using it with the Intuition liner, and one of the main reasons is because I feel like it gets stuck underneath. Comfort-wise, I don't know if it's more comfortable than the Second Skin. It gives me a little bit more support because of the Velcro thing that I put on top, like I just showed on that one. This one is a little bit more supportive. Now, if you have like a slim foot, you can also use something like this. This is the Fat Boy liner, and it's much thicker. So if you have a slimmer foot, you don't want to use a liner like the ones that I just told you that they are both super slim. With a liner like this, It's more padded, so it's going to fill the space in between your foot and the shell better, giving you a really good support. So this is really good. Now until now we're talking about liners. I already said that it's a super low skate, and it has a very cool thing too, which is it comes with a 45-degree strap. Why don't I use it? Because I don't think it's needed on a 60mm skate. And the holes are here. I actually took the strap off, and the holes are here. The reason why I took the strap is, to start off, the Velcros somehow have less quality than the first ones on the first Aeons. I don't know exactly why. I think they're a little bit shorter and they kept on opening, but it also rattled a little bit. I listened to a little bit of noise, so I'd rather not use any of those. And if I would need to use some 45-degree kind of like strap support, I could always just put the laces going through the hole. I see a lot of people doing it, and then if the laces go through that hole, it's going to still keep your foot in the right position. So you should know that you usually use that 45-degree strap to keep the heel in the right position. That's something that you could change by just making the laces go through that hole. The cuff, well, the cuff, it works good, man. It's a super low cuff, but for the type of skating that you do with these skates, let's remind you again that you cannot change the frame, so it's always going to be 60mm. You can't really put bigger wheels, because if you put bigger wheels, they're gonna touch here. So there's not a lot that you can do for that. So the cuff, in my opinion, works really good. Sometimes I even leave the cuff a little bit not too tight, a little bit loose, and I work with the support from the liners. Some people do it, I like to do it. It's a really good skate for topside tricks, but now that's the biggest but about these skates. Imagine, on this skate, you use the exact same material for sole tricks, for royale tricks, and for torque tricks. Something that surprises me is you can torque and backslide really good, and until a few years ago, you would either backslide or torque with the skate, because if you would be a really good skate for backslides, then it would be super slow for torques, or it could be the opposite, super fast for torques and also super fast for backslides. This skate actually works really good. That has to do with the angle and the space in between the middle two wheels. This is perfect for torques, backslide unities. Every trick that you do with the block or with the backslide groove, it's perfect. When you do sole tricks, the sole is really wide, and when it's new, it's actually quite fast. Now the biggest problem is, once it starts getting used, the soles start getting slow. And that's the biggest problem that I see with the USD Aeons. But that can be fixed, and that's also one of the reasons why I'm doing this video. So I found out that USD, I used to skate for USD at that time, when they released a skate called the Legacy. The Legacy was in fact the most customizable aggressive skate that any brand ever made. You could change everything. You could bring the cuffs up, you could bring the cuffs low, you could do too much. You could do so much that people didn't really like the skate. But USD made a lot of parts, and one of the parts that they made was the sole plates. And I wanted to do the experience of just trying these sole plates on the USD Aeon, and that's exactly what I did here. You can see that here you got two plates, and these two plates, they basically are I just used the inside part of the buckle. By the way, I also changed the buckle. This skate, this is the USD Aeon Team 19, and it comes with a Velcro, and I'm sorry, but it's just not working. I didn't saw one single person skating with the Velcros because they just keep on opening. So that's a huge problem about these skates. But I don't even need to say about it because everyone already knows it. So I'm gonna keep going. I just changed, I put a buckle, that's not even a problem anymore. And what I did is the screws that you also use here, I used the receptor of that on the inside, and I had to use some longer screws, the exact same as the buckles. I got some longer screws, just fix these sole plates. And this is the best hack that you can do to your USD Aeon skates. These made your skate completely different because, like I was just saying, when they're new, they're actually quite fast with soles, but then the more they get used, the slower they get. Like you see most of the pro skaters skating them almost new the whole time. But if you had a pair of these skates for over 1 year, they do get super slow. I did skate the Nick Lomax, the first Nick Lomax ones, the whole black ones, for I would say probably 14-15 months, and in the end every alley-oop topside trick was really a pain because it gets super sticky, and it's obviously dangerous, and even in your head somehow you kind of like lose the trick because you get scared of it. So these can save you, and it's actually a super easy thing. Now it also makes your skates even easier for topsides because reducing the space here, making the frame low, makes it even easier for topsides. It kind of feels like you don't need to bend that much. It also has a problem, which is when you turn, the plates can touch and you can fall. These plates that I use, the ones that come with the Legacies, let me just show you something. I think you would need more than one pack, but as you can see, they are kind of like shaved here. They come with an angle, which helps a little bit, but even if they wouldn't come, you make 2 or 3 turns and this thing would happen naturally. But that's one of the things that I wanted to show you about these skates. You might have seen that I'm also using different wheels, but I wanted to make the ultimate, I really wanted to make the ultimate USD Aeon skate. So I actually just changed the wheels that come on the skate for the fastest wheels that I've ever tried. Those are the famous wheels. These ones have an aluminum core. These are 60 millimeters round profile wheels. It has a super slim tire, and I actually made a video review about these, so you can just look on one of the links in the description. Now this skate, the USD Aeon Team 19, comes with a USD Aeon wheel, and this is a really good wheel. It's a fast wheel. It lasts really long. It's a really good all-around wheel. The profile, it's a flat profile, so it's flat on top. It's going to be more stable than this, but it's a different wheel. This is a much more expensive, and it's a different type of wheel. It's not going to last as long, obviously, because it has a small tire. This one has a big tire. I just wanted to make the ultimate USD Aeon skate, and I actually think I got it. I really like this skate a lot. Now, am I going to skate with this skate the whole time? I do like this skate a lot. I could skate with this skate as my only skate for a long time, just as I did with the USD Nick Lomax skate. But there's other skates on the market that I also like a lot. The same with the liner. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna skate with this liner forever, because in some skates, some liners fit differently. At the moment, for me, if I would be skating 100% of my time with a USD Aeon, this is the perfect skate. Intuition liner on a USD Aeon Team 19 with a soft top, sole plates, kind of like Act. I would need to put them everywhere. Until here I just put them on my main sole foot, and then with famous wheels with twin cam ILQ 9 bearings. These would be my ideal, my best of the best USD Aeons. And that's it. I just wanted to share with you some opinions about the USD Aeon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like this video if you like it. If you didn't like it, you can give me some thumbs down, but let me know what you didn't like about this video. And like I always say, more important than anything else, just never, ever forget why we all started skating. And that is because it's fun. Cheers, and see you on your USD Aeons. Poof!